What's going on, everybody? This is PhDarien. Go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, the follow button, whatever other button that you like, whether it's the dislike button. I'm going to be going over some stuff today when it comes to rifles. I have another video that talks about the rifle I'm going to be using, so if you're interested in seeing what that is, you can click on that video up here. And if you wanted another video that talks about pistol transitions or pistols in general, I'm just saying, as far as how to train at home with a pistol, click on this other video that I'll probably put in the link. So either way, I'm going to be grabbing this one right here. This is one of my latest builds, or this is the latest build I have for a rifle, and I'm going over this specifically not because it matches my outfit, but because a lot of people have been following my channel, I believe, based on this platform alone. It is not this right here. It is not this that is pissing off the liberal media. It is this. And so I kind of want to talk about it, but before anything's first, let's get clear and safe. So once again, I just went out there and did that, showed you what I have. No ammo. All dummy rounds. Same thing with this. Go ahead and remove the magazine. No ammo as well. And also blue dummy rounds. All I have on me are blue dummy rounds. So there is live ammo in the room. There is no live ammo that can be fed into either one of these two weapon systems. This right here is my concealed carry stuff from my Glock, and I'm clearly not using that right now. So either way, how to train at home with an M4, AR-15, M16, semi-automatic rifle, whatever you're doing, is, for one, just like I have on a belt to hold my britches up, just like I have a holster to hold my firearm, I have a sling and I'm wearing it. And the point of me wearing that sling is because I have hands off of the weapon system. I only want to be touching this thing or utilizing it when I'm shooting at somebody in defense of my life or that of my team. If I'm not doing that, I don't care to be touching this thing, to be completely honest with you. So the only time I actually want to be utilizing the firearm is in a real world environment, really when I need it. Now, for the purposes of training, I'm going to need it pretty much the whole time. But I still keep it like this. I still keep it holstered, crossbody, strong side, muzzle down, however you want to do it. You could do it sling arms, muzzle up, strong side, weak side, cross. It's like, just have a holster and have it around your neck somehow. And so what are the things I like to do is I like to actually sling and unsling. To me, slinging and unslinging is no different than when someone draws from a pistol. And they can kind of do that. If you draw from a pistol all the time and then you can sit there and get your sights on target and, you know, do that, and you do that over and over again, you could do the same with a rifle. So I'll literally get that and then get my sights on. And I'll think about that and I'll go ahead and sling it again. And I'll sit around and say, oh, look, there's another bad dude on YouTube. And I'll make sure I find this beaded handle that I created whenever I actually make my own slings. I will find the beaded handle and pull on it real quick and then get it out. Now also, not only do I have it out, my finger was on the trigger and the weapon's off safe. All of that happened in that sling. So right now it's currently on safe, finger's not on it, and by the time I draw it, everything is happening just like that. And I train to that because I want to be able to get the first shot off. I am by no means the fastest shooter on YouTube. I'm probably not the fastest shooter in my command.
Nope.
I actually might be, but I'm definitely the fastest shooter in this house. And nothing against it, but I shoot a lot. I shoot a lot of real ammo, but more so this. I do a lot of dummy round training, and you will get faster. You will get better. If you can't make it to the range, go to your room. Starts with an R. Go do some training in your room, not the range. You could be range safety officer. You could be your own line coach, your own shooter, range one, lane one. That's it. That's all you. So when I'm actually doing training and stuff like this, I always do it like that. Now, I keep that there. I want to make sure all of my ARs are pretty much set up the same, regardless of caliber, regardless if it folds, whether I have an EOTech, whether I have a tactical or hunting scope, whether I have a low power variable optic, whether I'm just training to use the flip up or iron sights only, it doesn't matter. This is how I actually like to train. And so one of the things, if I am going to be doing a lot of weapons manipulation, I will have the sling completely loose. And the reason for it is I don't plan on just snugging it up after every endeavor. So I'm going to do different carries. I will make sure my length of pull is down. So for right now, I'm probably going to, for the purpose of this, I'll take this off for a second. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave it on. I'll just take it off my neck. My length of pull is different than someone else's length of pull. And the way that you can really get that down is by holding the rifle or firearm into your hand and kind of doing this L shape. Wherever the buttstock meets the groove of your elbow, that's pretty much where your length of pull will be based on your size. So that works for me. That's exactly what I like. I could get it a tad bit shorter, but oh, here I am smashing up my sling in it as I'm doing that. Fail. So that's one notch shy of where I would like it. And it still works for me. I can shoot it from that position. And rightfully so. I would probably actually shoot it in this position if I was wearing body armor. I'm not wearing anything, so I have nothing to push back against and give me that extra half an inch or inch of extra crap. So that's something also to train to. Train with and without your armor. I like the fact that when I get down in the prone position, I could sit here and use this gun and have it facing down range while I still have my hand free, and I can drop to the deck and get in a good position and still punch out and do stuff like that. When it comes to reloads, I do a lot of reload drills as well. So this right now doesn't have any bullets in it. I might gas it up in a little bit. I might just leave it. But I do a lot of transport carries. And like I stated before, I will kind of come in here, swim into this sling, and I will tighten it up. And I will keep it like this. And a lot of people say you want to be able to have your gun where it's slung, where you have just below a fist, right? So if I was to put a fist or do something like this, I'm right underneath my gun. You can have it even higher than that, where you're just having the one fist. And either way, whatever works for you, get it out and get ready to use it. That's how I like to do that. Also, the way I carry. So I will also carry it. I almost never practice fully at the alert. The alert is more alert to the dirt. So that's more of a 45-degree angle down. And that's fine. And if you need to train to that, do it. Alert carries are for people who know the difference between enemy contact. You have the tactical carry, which looks pretty silly to me, if you ask me, where you're kind of doing this number right here, more at a 45-degree angle, where enemy contact is improbable, less likely to see it. Then you have the alert, where enemy contact is probable, meaning you probably might find somebody. Let's give it a 50-50 shot, right? Or 50 to 60. And that's the alert. I'm still looking forward, but I have the buttstock in my shoulder pocket or kit, whatever. So all I gotta do is do that. And then you have the ready carry. And the ready is where it looks like I'm pretty much shot. I can see directly over the top of this EOTech and all of my sights. I mean literally over all of it. So if somebody did come pop out of a window or a door, it only takes me that much to actually get on target. And those are some of the ready carries I'll do. I will do what's called the low ready, which is what you just saw me do, because the gun was lower than my eyesight. And then you have the high ready, which is still going to be lower than my eyesight, but the weapon is pointed up high and not low. So in the high ready, it's not tactical like this where I look like the old 70s and 80s videos, but it's going to be kind of up here, still maybe underneath your armpit, but it's more like a punch out and do that. Now when I punch out and do that stuff, I'm sweeping the safety off at this point, before I actually bring the weapon back. And when I bring the weapon back into me, my finger is on the trigger and I'm already taking out at least 2 pounds of that slack. Now you would say, this has a stock trigger, a stock mil-spec trigger in it, and I like it. A lot of people will ask me, why would you have a mil-spec trigger in one of your most, expensive builds with all these other parts? Well, every build has a purpose for me, and this one is the one that keeps me honest, if I can say that. So I do like the flip-up sights from Troy. I do have another set from another company that I'll talk about in another video that I just got a couple weeks ago or a week ago. And I do like the adjustments on these. I do like the fact that I need to shoot iron sights. So currently right now my EOTech is off. I do shoot with it off most of the time. I will shoot with the flip-up sights. I will shoot with a 5 to 7 pound stock mil-spec trigger. I don't change the springs. I don't do any of that. I want to use a mil-spec trigger. I want to be able to practice whatever it is I'm going to get issued. So when I'm doing stuff at work, and I'm also training people because I am a small arms marksmanship instructor, I am an expeditionary small arms marksmanship instructor as well, I will train people how to do stress courses and different 180s and shooting from kneeling positions and dropping to prone and doing barricade drills. So I don't want to have myself trained on a firearm with some high-speed trigger or some really low 2 to 2 pound trigger, and I have a lot of those, but then say, well, I don't know, I'm only used to my lightweight trigger. That dude's not going to care to hear that. If I'm asking him to do something, I should be able to do it as well. And so that's why I actually still have this gun built in the configuration it is, because I actually asked this of people to shoot this type of trigger and accurately. So I will still get on there and get in the height ready, and then as soon as I do that, like I said, the weapon's off safe, my finger's on the trigger, and I'm already squeezing a little bit. So this next one I'm probably going to actually shoot a round off just to kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, as I do that, and I'll go ahead and load it up. So now I know it has a bullet in it. And nothing against that, but once again, and I do love the sling. Like I said, I keep talking, I use my hands too much. It's hands-free. I'm not sitting over here tiring and god dang. Can I just do one of these numbers? That's the purpose of the sling. You can train on everything. Use your iron sights and your EOTech together. If you have an EOTech red dot, holographic sight, whatever you want to call it. Also, once again, like I've said it before in my handgun video, aim at things above you, aim at things that are level, aim at things below. Also, when it comes to reload, so let me go ahead and get this out and get ready for a reload. Let me make sure I need an actual, nope. I'm just gonna do a normal reload. So I'm gonna sit here and think I'm firing. Bam. I'm gonna assume it's locked to the rear. It's not. There goes that. So now it's locked to the rear. And let's say I'm going for a reload. Before I do that, I need to make sure I have a very good reference of where my magazine is. Not only do I know it's here, I want to have a good grip on it, because once I have that grip, I'm going to let that grip go only once it is fed into the rifle. I'm going to pull it out, and then as soon as I come back over, I'm not going to turn around, but as soon as I'm not ready to put this in here until this one's gone, but I'm also not ready to take this one out until this one's gripped. So as soon as I do that, then I'm going to do that again. So you saw what I just did. I actually just messed something up, and you saw it again. I did that one on purpose. I have this gun up way too much where it's sliding out and not falling out. Gravity has it. If I push this magazine release button, it should fall straight just like that. And that is a big training thing that we all should train to. This gun is clear. This gun is safe. Safety is on. I'm going to set this back up and leave it here for now. And then later I'll probably do some transition drills. Rifle to pistol, when would you actually change from rifle to pistol? Different setups, different scenarios. Not everybody does it for the same reason. If you like this video, once again, like the last one, give it a thumbs up, share it, like it, comment. I probably said that thing again. And either way, let me know what you guys think. I want to give back to the community. I learned a lot from YouTube. Just trying to give it back. This is PhDarien, and I'm out. Peace.